Dear Excellencies, dear parents, dear colleagues, and at most, dear graduates of class 2010. Now, we are actually approaching your graduation, and I would like to start with one statement that I have heard a lot the last few years, and I found it to be the most fitting statement for the class of 2010. The statement is the following: don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. I will come back later in a few seconds to tell you exactly what I mean with this statement. Now, most probably you've heard a lot of speeches the last few years, and today too, telling you that you are ready for the market and that everyone is trying actually to get you, and you are able actually to compete with the education we provided you. For sure I can do the same, but I do not want to bore you a lot, and I do not want to repeat what others said, and that's why today I decided actually to give you my last lecture, okay? I gave last time a last lecture about, let's say, how to perform better. Today I would like to give you a presentation about yourself, okay? Most probably you will be asking yourself, why do I need to know myself? I know it exactly, okay? Perhaps this is the case, but I think understanding yourself will help you to perform better. And understanding you is important for your co-workers and for your employers. And that's why my last lecture will be today with the title, Who Are You? Now, let me ask the students, like actually I was used to do it in my lectures, okay? Unfortunately, I don't see anything because the light is blending me. However, I will just improvise and I will ask the question, the following question. Who does know to which generation he or she belongs? Can someone, okay, if someone knows the name of the generation you belong to, okay? Could you please raise your hand? Okay. Excuse me?
The next Thursday.
No. Wrong. But you are close. Okay. Now, whenever actually you, most probably what the students or what the graduates will do, will go, let's say, to Wikipedia or to Google and search, let's say, for the generation of the people who are graduating today. Okay, I will help you. Now, the generation you belong to is called the Generation Y, okay? And the Y stands for the letter Y, okay? Why? Because you are coming, unfortunately, after the Generation X, which is my generation. Now, the generation of your parents is called the baby boomer generation. And that's why some people, they call you the echo boomer. Okay? Most probably you will tell me, okay, it's a kind of definition, but what kind of characteristics, what kind of values do we have? Okay? I will help you actually to do that, because most of the people a few years ago, okay, they just labeled you to be the non-achiever generation, which is totally wrong. Today, you are standing here at the German University in Cairo, and the certificate that you will get is a proof that you are an achiever. Now, nowadays, most of the employers are trying to change their way of management because you are going now to the workforce. Most of the employers will rely on you. And that's why I will give you, let's say, some of the characteristics, and most probably you will notice that, okay, most of them are correct. Now, one of the main characteristics is the following. You are a top achiever, and at the same time, you are a multitasker. Okay? God knows, okay, going to the lab, seeing students, doing the assignments, at the same time chatting, at the same time sending BBMs, and at the same time hearing iPod, that means hearing music, most of the people will say, okay, they shouldn't do that. If your parents told you that, then most probably I will tell them today it's wrong. You are a multitasker, and you are able to do that. And this is something that distinguishes you from all other generations. You can do tasks, okay, a lot of tasks at the same time, and you are a top achiever, okay? Yes. And God knows, and you know too, how many projects you had the last few semesters. Sometimes you had deadlines in 1 week, okay? Most probably someone coming from Generation X, which is my generation, would say, this is too much for me. But you have never complained. You did the job, and you were able to do the job well. Thus, this is one of the main characteristics of you. Now, another characteristic, and that's why some people, they call you the I generation or the technology generation, you are technology oriented, okay? Now, someone who heard a little bit about social networking is something that you use every day. Facebooking, Twitter, and so on, okay? You are challenging us. We are now forced, okay, to compete with you. And this is something that you know how to do, and you are using it actually for good purposes, okay? Last but not least, and this is actually what I want to tell you, because whenever you go and search for an employer, you will have a choice, okay? And the decision that you will be taking shouldn't be always a business decision. Sometimes the decision should be people decision, okay? I'm telling you that you are a generation that's looking for a change. Meaning, whenever you go to an employer, and this is sometimes a mistake that some people do it, okay, you would like to change things fast, okay? However, okay, the change that you are requiring, because actually you would like to have a task, you would like to perform, and most of the employers are not prepared for that, okay? And that's why you have to take it a little bit easy with the employers, but at the end of the day, whenever you go to a job, you would like to have a challenging job. You would like to achieve, and you would like to achieve from day one. And this is one of the characteristics of the Generation Y, which is the generation you belong to. Now, just actually to end my presentation, or let's say my talk, I would like actually to warn you that some people actually are doing some mistakes, okay? And I will warn you from two minor mistakes. And I will convey the message using the words of much, much wiser man than me. Okay, now the first problem that some people actually would face is something that we call the digital oversharing. Now, whenever actually you go to Facebook, you see that a lot of people are posting a lot of information about themselves. Voltaire warned from digital oversharing by saying the following: the secret of being a bore is to say everything. That means sometimes it's nice actually to be mysterious. And especially if you are dealing with an enterprise, let's say Web 2.0 service, do not overdo it with oversharing. The second mistake that could happen is a problem of confusion between the real and the ideal. Okay, I will be using, let's say, what Goethe said. Goethe said something about love and marriage. He said, love is an ideal thing, and marriage is a real thing. And confusing the real with the ideal, okay, never goes unpunished. Okay, what I would like to say with that is the following: whenever you go to a job, what you would like to do is you would like to change the company starting by day one. Okay, don't do that. Okay, listen and learn in the beginning, and most probably one day you will be leading the community, you will be leading all companies. But take your time. The education here at the German University in Cairo will help you, okay, to lead. And I will finalize my talk just by wishing you a nice commencement and wish you good luck in your future plans and in your career. Thank you very much.